In the heart of a vast and verdant forest lived a cunning fox. His fur was the color of fire, his eyes like golden coins, and his tail, a magnificent plume that flowed behind him like a banner of red. The fox was renowned throughout the woods for his intelligence and his audacious spirit. One crisp autumn day, as the fox was basking in the warm glow of the afternoon sun, an old wise owl hooted softly from a branch above him. "My dear fox, why do you remain in this forest when the whole world is out there to explore?" The owl's words were like a gentle breeze that stirred the leaves in the forest, rustling through the branches and whispering secrets to the wind. The fox tilted his head, his golden eyes gleaming with curiosity. "Why indeed, wise owl? Why should I leave this forest that has been my home for so long? It has all that I need: food, water, shelter, and friends." The owl blinked his large, luminous eyes and said, "My young friend, life is not just about what you need. It's also about what you want and what you can become. The world beyond this forest is filled with wonders and opportunities. It's time for you to spread your wings and fly, or in your case, run and explore." The fox pondered the owl's words as he gazed at the distant hills that lay beyond the forest. A thirst for adventure began to stir within him, a longing to see what lay over those hills and beyond. Just then, a blue jay swooped down onto a tree branch, his feathers ruffled and his voice raspy. "Fox, why are you still here? Haven't you heard the tales of the great desert? They say there's a king who's offering a fortune to anyone who can bring him water. Surely, that's something you'd want." And with that, the blue jay flew away, leaving the fox more determined than ever to embark on this journey. The forest seemed smaller now, its boundaries tighter. The fox knew it was time to follow his dreams and make them his own. With a grateful nod to the wise old owl, he set off towards the setting sun, his fiery fur glowing like a beacon against the darkening sky. His journey was long and fraught with challenges. He crossed babbling brooks and climbed over gnarled tree roots, each obstacle making him hungrier and thirstier. But the thought of the vast desert and the mysterious king spurred him on. As the moon replaced the sun in the velvet sky, the forest gave way to rolling hills, which in turn gave way to a shimmering sea. The fox, exhausted but undeterred, decided to follow the coastline. Maybe, just maybe, he would find water, and perhaps even the legendary king before sunset. Turned into nights, and nights turned into days as the fox tirelessly followed the sea. One morning, as the first rays of sunlight touched the horizon, he saw it, an oasis in the distance. Hope surged through him like a burst of energy. With renewed vigor, he quickened his pace, his eyes fixed on the palm trees that swayed gently in the breeze. As he approached the oasis, he noticed a small cottage nestled between the swaying palms. Smoke curled invitingly from its chimney, and the sound of water filled the air. The fox, unable to contain his excitement, dashed towards the cottage, his heart pounding like a drum. There, by a gushing fountain, sat a regal-looking bird, his feathers as white as snow. The fox, catching his breath, explained his quest, and the bird listened patiently. When the fox finished his tale, the snowy bird spoke, his voice like the tinkling of bells. "You have shown courage and determination, fox, qualities I admire. But I must tell you, the water you seek is guarded by a fearsome beast. Only one with the heart of a lion can obtain it." The fox, though disappointed, was not deterred. He thanked the bird for his help and set off to find the mythical beast. His journey had been long and arduous, but the sight of the oasis and the possibility of water revived his spirit. He walked for what seemed like hours, his keen ears searching for any sound that might lead him to the fabled beast. Suddenly he heard it, a deep growl that echoed through the oasis. Following the sound, he came upon a cave hidden behind a curtain of cascading water. Taking a deep breath, the fox stepped into the cave. The walls were adorned with strange symbols, and the air was heavy with the scent of moisture and earth. In the center of the cave sat a magnificent lion, his mane like a golden crown. The fox, remembering the bird's words, did not hesitate. He walked up to the lion and said, "Great lion, I seek water for the king, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to obtain it." The lion looked at the fox, his eyes gleaming with amusement. "So you seek the heart of a lion, little fox, and you're willing to do anything for it?" The fox nodded, his heart pounding in his chest. "That is correct. great lion. I have traveled far and faced many challenges to reach you." The lion let out a deep roar that echoed through the cave. "Very well, little fox. I accept your challenge. Are you ready?" The fox, though afraid, knew that he could not back down now. "I am ready," he said, his voice trembling slightly. And so the lion began his test, one that would push the fox to his limits and reveal the true strength that lay within his tiny, determined heart.